Hey guys, Brittany Heckenberg with Keller Williams Realty and the Heckenberg Group. Well, I hope this message finds each and every one of you healthy and well, and just kind of want to discuss with you what the current market conditions are for the Denver metro area. So we'll jump right into it. So I'm often asked, what market are we in? What does this look like? Well, guys, we are in a seller's market, definitely in a seller's market. And so what does it look like to be in a buyer's market? Well, to be in a buyer's market where everything's pretty much flat, we would need about a 6 month supply of inventory. Right now, we don't have that. So we're sitting about a month's supply of inventory on the market. So we might not be anywhere close anytime soon, to be very honest with you. Obviously, things can change as we saw with COVID. So all of that factors into what kind of market we're in. So I want to kind of get you and hit you with some numbers of what I saw from April to May, because it was a big shifting 30 days for us. So as you all remember, April, we basically still had our no in-person showings. We still had stay-at-home orders. We had all of that fun stuff. And as May kind of opened things up, it also increased buyers' comfortability level about re-entering the market. So one of the factors was the low interest rate. And the second was we could have in-person showings again. So a lot of buyers felt a little bit more comfortable writing offers on homes that they could actually see. What a concept, right? So anyways, we saw a huge surge of pending contracts in May. So we were up about 119%, which basically for us agents, we were doing everything double. So we were showing more properties, writing more offers, listing more properties. So it was like a Nike swoosh. Everything just kind of went up pretty quickly for May, which is good. And it kind of shows our resilience to what COVID kind of did for us the months prior. So kind of considering those factors. So talking inventory, what does that look like? So the end of May, we sat at about 7,100 active listings. Well, May of 2019, we were at a little over 8,900. So over a year, our inventory is still low, but we had a pretty good catch up from April to May. So our listing inventory surged by about 56% from April to May. What does that mean and what were those factors? Two factors. First factor was we had a lot of homes pull off the market in March and April when COVID hit. So those sellers have re-entered the market in May. Second was basically we had a lot of sellers that were holding off on listing their home. So we normally would see a seasonal market where we have sellers into the market in the spring. Well, that didn't happen because of COVID. So a lot of those sellers held off and now have listed in May. So we had a really good surge of inventory, which was great for buyers because they had a few more options than what they'd been used to for the month prior, and it kind of built up a little bit more confidence. So what does this look like and where are opportunity points? So sellers, I'm going to talk to you for a second. Sellers, now is your opportunity to sell. So we are helping sellers net the most amount of money in the least amount of time. And I highly encourage you to reach out to us and talk to us because this is a prime opportunity for you to be in a multiple offer situation. So in most price points under $1 million are in multiple offer situations, but that doesn't mean you can just put a sign in the yard and pick a price. So what that means is you really need the expert consulting of a realtor. They're going to walk you through what you need to be doing to have the most amount of money. They're going to help you price it right the first time. And buyers, I'll talk to you about that in a second. But sellers, if your home is not selling in the first 10 days, you have outpriced yourself in this market. We have enough buyers that are consistently entering week by week, and these properties should be going under contract pretty quickly. So there's other factors to consider if that's not happening. Buyers, so it's your opportunity. So if these homes have been sitting on the market for more than 10 days, this is where we should be thinking opportunity and get you out there and get you in these properties. So this is where we're seeing the most, price point, price reduction, all of that type of stuff. So in general, as a whole, prices really haven't seemed to be affected too much by this. We were predicting going into 2020 that our prices were going to remain pretty stable. And that has kind of happened even with COVID, pre-COVID, mid-COVID, and post-COVID. Prices have kind of remained pretty flat. You have to remember there's going to be a couple factors with our seasonality. So Denver in general is a very seasonal market. So we seem to kind of peak in that February, March, and then kind of slow back down after July 4th. So again, sellers talking to you, now is a prime opportunity for you to be listing before we enter into a seasonal shift again, July 4th. We are also in an election year, which things tend to kind of get a little slow as buyers are wondering what's going on. And it's a big election year. So kind of keep that in mind. I do anticipate our interest rates still will remain low throughout the rest of the year. So buyers, if now's not the right time, I want you saving, saving, saving. So you can capitalize on those properties come fall. Now, the other thing is we are not seeing similar properties enter the market. So buyers, if you see something you like, you should be purchasing it now. Do not wait because something may not be better come fall. Again, we are kind of in that transition of it's working out for both buyers and both sellers in this market with the right consulting. So buyers, do not fret. We are still getting our buyers under contract and you're not having to give away a kidney to do it. So that's a good thing. And, it's just one of those things we have to kind of peak when your opportunity is there. And sellers, again, you are in your optimal time right now to be selling. So if we can answer any more questions for you, please reach out to us. We would love to do so. Again, Brittany Heckenberg with the Heckenberg Group at Keller Williams Realty. We hope this email finds everyone well and healthy, and drop us a line. Let us know everyone's doing well. Have a good afternoon.